You know, Alice was in prison for doing something that today probably wouldn't even be prosecuted. You've been an inspiration to people. And we're going to be listening to your recommendation on pardons. You're going to go over and she's going to be my pardon czar, okay? And you're going to find people just like you that should not have happened.
An incredible story gets even more incredible. President Trump appoints a woman he pardoned during his first term as his pardon czar. The announcement coming during a Black History Month event at the White House, and we are honored to have Alice Marie Johnson join us now. Alice, thank you for joining us from your wonderful town of Olive Branch, Tennessee. Let's look back just for a moment at the Oval Office where you were pardoned. Watch.
She has been just so outstanding, and I'm so proud of you. And we're giving Alice a full pardon, and that means you can do whatever you want in life and just keep doing the great job you're doing.
Alice, this is an amazing day for you, and I imagine that you replayed that moment in your mind a lot. What does it mean for you now to be the pardon czar? What do you plan to do with that power?
Well, I plan to fulfill the trust that the president has placed in me. He's given me specific marching orders. And actually, Dana, from the time I've been working on this nonstop since my release, this is really a continuation of the work that I've already been doing. I've brought many pardon cases before the president in the past. And one thing I can say about President Trump, he was very interested in their families. He wanted to know if they have a solid reentry program in place. I wanted to make sure that I brought him the best candidates, because what is happening in this nation is really sending a message to the world that we care about the least of his people.
Alice, since you hear from a lot of people and you look at all of these cases, in your minds, what are the couple of things that really make for a solid reentry plan?
Well, I have to make sure that the communities are ready to receive them. My number one thing in recommendations is safety in the communities. I want to make sure that they have jobs that they're ready to go home to, that they have the ability not only for a second chance, Dana, but for their best chance of success. And then it takes follow-up, because I don't want to help people come home and then at the same time they're set up for failure. We'll be making sure that we check in with them, not in concert with probation, not to catch them doing something wrong, but to make sure that they have things that will help them make right decisions. That includes making sure that they have mental health, because sometimes when you've been in prison for long years, you need to reintegrate, and it affects you mentally. So we want to make sure that those people who are coming home, that they have good family support, and if they don't have family, they have good faith support. I plan to work with Paula White in her faith initiative. I plan to work with Pam Bundy. Both of these ladies are very good friends of mine. I've worked with Brooke Rollins in the past. I've worked with Ivanka, with Jared. Many of those who have been appointed are individuals who I've already worked with, who know my track record. And this trust that the president has placed in me was not trust that was a spur of a moment or selected me because he pardoned me. We actually have worked together. I consider myself a friend of the president. I've even flown on Air Force One with him before, Dana. And while there, he said to his wife, "Would you believe that Alice just convinced me to release 5 people?" So he knows I've got almost 7 years free. I've been able to work across the political divide. I've met with governors. I've met with families. So I'm ready. I'm ready on day one. I was ready. In fact, I started the work before he even made an announcement, because before he stepped back into office, before the American citizens made their choice loud and clear, President Trump had given me a call almost 2 years ago. And he said to me, "Alice, when I go back, I'm taking you with me." When he said that, Dana, I already knew he was going back. I knew that he was going back. I began putting together plans and getting ready for that moment that I will go back with him.
Alice Marie Johnson, no doubt we are going to see more of you, and we were honored to have you on our show today. Congratulations on your new position. We know that you are going to hit the ground running. As you said, you were already ready. Thanks,
ready.
Alice. Take care.